Never let obstacles and distractions stop you. You see, a lot of us, we get caught up with, distractions. We get caught up with people. We get caught up with, stuff that's in front of us and we can't really move it. That doesn't mean you just stop. But you always put your head down and you keep moving forward. Life is about getting through the adversaries, through the issues, through the pain, through the trials, through the tribulations. Life is all about that. You see, a lot of people want an easy cakewalk to get through things, and life never been like that. You see, there's lions, there's tigers, there's bears, and they always have to go through some type of adversity to eat a meal, be able to sleep successfully, to take care of their cubs, to take care of their children, whatever the case may be. And the same goes for us as human beings. Understand something. When you decide that, hey, I'm gonna stop drinking, when you decide that, hey, I'm gonna stop going out partying, when you decide that, hey, I'm gonna live my life for Jesus Christ and walk the narrow path and walk the narrow road. When you walk in that narrow road, there's gonna be people on top of the hills calling out your name, trying to get you to be distracted. You're gonna walk across barriers and walls and things that's in your way to stop you, to keep you from going forward. But understand something, don't stop. Don't think as a limited-minded person. See, when you have that barrier in front of you, right? Take the concrete that's underneath you, make a hammer and knock it down. Ignore the people that's calling out your name to distract you. Ignore the woman that's pulling on your coattail to go sleep with her. Remove the coat. Because at the end of the day, you have to continue to push forward to get to the goal. You have something that you set in your mind that you was going to accomplish. And it's not going to be easy. Because it's a marathon, not a sprint. Everything in life has been that way. You know, there's a story that really motivates me. I believe this boxer, his name was Ron Lyle, and he was going against George Foreman. And I believe it was 1978, somewhere around there, right? And George Foreman just lost to Muhammad Ali. And, he was making up a whole bunch of excuses, saying a whole bunch of things that, that Muhammad Ali cheated, the ropes were too loose, this, that. And he was ashamed of himself. He was very, very ashamed of himself. He was very distraught from having that loss on his belt because he was undefeated when he went against Muhammad Ali. That fight was called the Rumble in the Jungle, I believe. And after that fight, he got his grips together and he had to fight a fighter named Ron Lyle. And Ron Lyle was no pushover. It was going to be a challenging fight to be able to get back into the title again. And in that fight, it was kind of neck to neck. Ron Lyle gave him, the people their money's worth. And Ron Lyle knocks down George Foreman. And when George Foreman was knocked down, he was remembered that time that Muhammad Ali stopped him. And he didn't get back up in time. And he was telling himself, no, not me, I can't do this again. I can't be the one that stays on the canvas again. I have to get up. I'm gonna either die or I'm gonna get my ass up. You're gonna have to kill me to defeat me. And that was George Foreman's mindset. See, a lot of y'all don't have something to die for. It's easy to live for something, but will you die for it? See, the people that's willing to die for it are the people that's always on the top to be the greatest. You know, when Muhammad Ali went against Joe Frazier, he put his body on the line. He was willing to die in that ring to be the champion. What are you willing to die for? The Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X's. What are you willing to die for? Are you willing to die in the honor of Jesus Christ's name? Your God, Elohim? Are you willing to give your all on the football field, on the basketball court? Are you willing to work hard in everything that you do to give it your all? See, when you give it your all, you find a way around something. You don't sit there and complain. You don't give up. You don't stop. You keep pushing. Fuck all the mumbo jumbo that's in your ear. We all gonna face it someday, somehow. I always understand that. I always understand that. But you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep going. Remember, it's always gonna be a marathon out in life, never a sprint. You know, having storms, trials, and tribulations, you know, I always used to think of it as this negative thing. Very negative thing. But now I see it as a blessing, because storms, trials, tribulations, these are things you just learn from. They're lessons, really. And you have to view it in that manner. See, when you're going through something, it teaches you how to maneuver through it. When you have your first flat tire, you know, you learn how to take off the nuts and put a new tire on. And as you get more flat tires, hell, you do it in less than 5 minutes, because, you know, you've been through it before. You know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So I always have that in mind, and keep your why in front of you. See, when you have a hard why, you'll always keep going. Always keep going. Success never comes easy. Never will come easy. You want that body of your dreams? You're gonna have some trials. You're gonna be so sore, right? That you don't want to go work out. You don't want to get up. You know, there's gonna be times where, you know, you going and consistently, and you got one day you just run out of damn caffeine, whatever you take to get your energy going to go to the gym. It's gonna be the time you're gonna have to go without it. But see, when you deny yourself from just laying there and being okay with missing a day, and being okay with, well, you know, I didn't get to it, or being okay with getting close to it. When you deny yourself that, and you put your head down and you jump across the finish line, it's the greatest feeling ever. With anything that you do, it's the greatest feeling ever. I always understand that. So I just wanted to spit that to y'all today. Much love and peace.